COVID numbers are continuing to decrease across the state. A decision officials are now making to one of Dane County's largest testing and vaccination sites.
Plus, day 2 of the Supreme Court confirmation hearing as senators probe nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson's record on the bench.
And how you can help some four-legged friends flying in from Texas find their forever home. That's all coming up at 10. Good evening and thanks for having us in. We're going to begin with the decline in COVID-19 cases. State health leaders say they feel good about the direction our state is heading right now in the pandemic.
Here are the latest numbers. A 7-day average of 331 new cases and fewer than 3% of tests coming back positive. That's why we're beginning to see more changes in how we test for COVID and vaccinate people. Meanwhile, the subvariant of Omicron known as BA2 is slowing down, at least so far this month. The CDC says it's causing about 1/3 of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. To be clear, that doesn't mean BA2 cases are dropping. It just means cases caused by the subvariant aren't increasing as much as they had been. As cases continue to decline in Dane County, the Alliant Energy Center will be closing its COVID vaccine and testing site by April 3rd.
Well, this is not the first time the Alliant Energy Center has closed its site. News 3 Now's Brad Hamilton joins us now with why leaders are making this decision. Brad.
Well, Brady and Charlotte, officials we spoke with say this choice was made to adjust the current need within Dane County, but they say they are keeping their teams ready if that need grows once again.
For the first time since October of last year, the Alliant Energy Center is not going to be the home of anything COVID related.
The good news is we've seen cases come down dramatically and conditions improve as it relates to COVID in our community.
It's a decision that Kate Austin Stanford with PHMDC says is a direct result of Dane County's current need.
Reduction in cases, reduction in hospitalizations. We've also seen a reduction in demand for testing and vaccination. And so those were the factors that led to the decision to wrap up services.
However, monitoring COVID-19 doesn't just stop because case numbers are low. Dr. Dan Shirley with UW Health says that they are constantly keeping their eye on cases across the globe, including new variants and making sure to monitor their potential for a new surge.
And there is a kind of a replacement going, so a little switch from the Omicron that we had before with the surge and this BA2 version that's happening in Europe and Asia right now. And so it is overtaking here. It's just that the cases have stayed low despite that switch.
And if there ever were another surge in Dane County, Stanford believes that this county will be ready to act in a way that fits the community's need.
We've worked really hard with our partners to be able to build out a network of testing offerings in Dane County. And that includes local pharmacy partners, other national testing partners, and ourselves.
Now, there still will be vaccine and testing clinics available in our county. For more information on how to find those, make sure to head to our website, channel3000.com.
Brad, thank you.
Well, DHS is able to track some trends in COVID data through our wastewater. Right now, some parts of the state are seeing high levels of the virus in their wastewater. But officials say a minor increase can make measurements more concerning than they actually are.
And sometimes we could detect a little bit, but for statistical analysis, a little bit still a lot compared to zero. So reason why some were flagged as major increase and things like that.
DHS says the dashboard paints a better picture of the overall change within a community. For example, when cases dropped following the Omicron wave, so did the amount of viral material in wastewater treatment plants. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says she's tested positive for the virus again. She also tested positive for COVID in October. Psaki says she's feeling fine, but won't be traveling with President Biden this week to Europe.
Let's now check your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton and rinse and repeat, huh, Dana?
It really is. Right now we're seeing the rain and everything that we got to experience this afternoon, the same conditions expected for our Wednesday. Another rainy day, another breezy day, another chilly day outside. Temperatures quite a bit cooler for us this afternoon. Here's our look at our radar over the last 3 hours. We've had scattered showers really building in for us, some steadier rainfall at times. Wouldn't be surprised if we hear an isolated rumble of thunder or two overnight with some of these heavier showers. Overall temperatures generally in the mid to upper 40s, and those temps should hold fairly steady for us overnight. We have a cloudy sky overhead and pretty steady winds coming in from the east-southeast, so that's going to keep temperatures only dropping down to the mid to low 40s. Wind speeds have been in the mid to upper teens this evening, with wind gusts creeping up into the mid 20s. haze. Now we have rain coming through, and that rain is expected to continue as we look ahead to tomorrow. So I would keep the umbrella on hand. The good news will be sunny by the weekend, but we're going to hold on to these colder temperatures. We'll take a closer look at your full 10 day in just a few minutes.
The grandmother of Tony Robinson is asking a judge to okay charges against a Madison police officer. Sharon Irwin Henry filed a petition this week asking a judge to authorize homicide charges against Matt Kenny. Robinson was shot and killed by Kenny in 2015. Dane County's DA announced later that year Kenny would not face charges in the case. An 18-year-old man is facing charges in connection to last week's situation on the Beltline. Avion Howard made an initial appearance today. Cash bond was set at $500. He's set to appear again next month on April 7th. Howard was one of 6 teens who allegedly crashed a stolen car and then ran off Friday afternoon on the Beltline. A preliminary hearing is set for the man accused of a deadly hit and run in Madison. Marcus Longino appeared in court this afternoon. He's accused of killing 65-year-old Barbara Olson in a hit and run on Milwaukee Street in late January. Longino faces 8 charges and will be back in court on April 14th.
The Juneau County Medical Examiner is identifying the victim of last weekend's deadly fire. Officials say 64-year-old Leroy Seifkis was found dead inside a Union Center house on Saturday. A second person who lives in the home was found safe in a nearby town. The DOJ is investigating the fire. The man accused of killing Brittany Zimmerman will stand trial nearly 15 years after the alleged murder. Court records show David Call will stand trial in January, with jury selection beginning January 17th. Someone followed Zimmerman into her apartment on West Doty Street in 2008. Her boyfriend found her body inside the apartment. A judge ruled Call competent to stand trial last year. And we have some good news regarding a missing woman we reported on at 6. Police in Waunakee say they have made contact with 23-year-old Jessie Earhart, and she is safe.
Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson is defending her record as her confirmation hearing continues. Today was the first of 2 days of questioning by the Senate Judiciary Committee. Their questions focused largely on her 9-year tenure on the federal bench. Judge Jackson expressed broad support for Americans' First and Second Amendment rights. She also weighed in on the issue of abortion.
Roe and Casey are the settled law of the Supreme Court concerning the right to terminate a woman's pregnancy.
Tomorrow, Jackson will undergo another round of questioning before her confirmation hearing wraps up the next day.
Visit Milwaukee is getting its last chance to make a pitch for the 2024 RNC. Leaders were in D.C. today trying to secure the next Republican National Convention for the Cream City. Pfizer Forum would be one of the main locations if the convention is brought to Milwaukee. Officials say the RNC would bring about 45,000 visitors and nearly $200 million for the local economy. A final decision is expected sometime this summer. Democrats are coming up with a plan to move away from having the Iowa caucuses as their first presidential vote. Up to 5 states will go before Iowa on the nominating calendar. The goal is to prioritize diverse battleground states that hold primaries, not caucuses. The DNC is expected to finalize its 2024 primary calendar this summer.
A Dane County supervisor wants to strike a tradition that she views as dated and divisive. Supervisor Heidi Wegleitner says her proposal to get rid of the pledge at the start of each meeting is not about sowing division, but promoting inclusivity. The pledge sits at the top of every county board agenda right now. She says allusions to God in the pledge and pledging allegiance to an American flag for non-citizens could be a barrier.
Is there unity if not all of us feel comfortable participating? If not all of our visitors or public commenters want to participate?
Wegleitner says this is part of a package she's introducing to make board meetings more accessible. The county board's executive committee will vote on the measure Thursday.
Habitat for Humanity is celebrating its first in-person home dedication in 2 years. After working side by side building their homes with Habitat volunteers over the past year, 2 couples officially moved across the street from each other this afternoon. Both of the couples are originally from Algeria and have been in Madison for more than a decade. Organizers say being able to come together today makes it even more special.
We're so excited to have the community, which includes volunteers, sponsors, the families, as well as staff, gather to dedicate these 2 houses. It's the culmination of a lot of work, but what's exciting for me is it's a lot of hope being realized.
Both homes were built with the support of Exact Sciences and Findorf. They mark the 322nd and 323rd Habitat homes built in Dane County. Madison's plans to build a men's homeless shelter on the east side got an additional boost today. Representative Mark Pocan says he helped earmark another $2 million in federal funds. The federal government is now contributing $4 million to the project. Madison is on its 3rd location for the shelter. Everything still needs council approval, and we don't yet know the final price tag, since the city must next collect construction bids to build at the site.
Dozens of cats and dogs are looking for their forever homes here in Dane County. The animals arrived tonight from a crowded shelter in Texas to get a second chance at finding an adoptive home. Today's flight was organized by the Bissell Pet Foundation. Officials say shelters across the country are in crisis with crowding and other obstacles. But this mission will improve the lives of the homeless pets.
We really want to help these dogs and cats find new homes. So we offered that we'll help provide transportation to help them get a little closer to Wisconsin, into Wisconsin, to help some of the shelters that are further out and make it a little more manageable for them.
The Dane County Humane Society is helping several Wisconsin shelters by taking in 25 dogs and 36 cats. Pets were also relocated today to Michigan and Illinois. If you're interested, the pets will be available for adoption soon.
They'll find good homes here, I think. Yeah,
definitely.
Well, still ahead, 2 massive vehicle recalls from 2 different companies.
Plus, millions of people in the South are facing more threats of severe weather and tornadoes tonight, following a deadly outbreak yesterday. We'll be right back.
Watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 now at 10.
If you've been injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. There are specific rules and regulations that apply, and we know what it takes to win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Tony Evers, all of them. They talk, schools close down. Police are attacked, belittled. Critical race theory flourishes. They talk. One person does something. Kevin Nicholson has organized thousands of Wisconsinites to support our police, get kids back in school, and stop crazy teaching. You want talk? Talk. Or something done? The doer is no nonsense Kevin Nicholson as governor.
New in 2022, with the Eye Care Benefit Card, members have access to even more. In addition to receiving up to $1,200 per year in over-the-counter health items, members get a $50 monthly allowance for healthy food purchases and can earn rewards for completing healthy activities like getting a flu shot. Call the Eye Care Benefits Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Gruber Law Offices has been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. One call, that's all.
A can't-miss celebration of Black contemporary arts returns to the UW campus.
Tomorrow we'll have
have a sneak peek at the lineup for this year's Black Arts Matter Festival.
And keep the rain gear handy as we're timing out another soggy morning for our commutes. We'll have the impacts tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Ford is recalling nearly 215,000 pickup trucks and large SUVs in the U.S. and Canada because of brake fluid leaks. The recall covers the F-150 pickup from 2016 through 2018, as well as Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator SUVs from 2016 and 2017. Documents say dealers will replace the master cylinder and front brake booster if needed. Owners will be notified by letter starting April 25th. This recall is Ford's third for the same issue. General Motors is recalling more than 740,000 small SUVs in the U.S. because the headlight beams can be too bright. The company is recalling GMC Terrain SUVs from 2010 through 2017. GM expects to notify owners by letter starting April 23rd. The company hasn't come up with a repair yet.
The Cambridge Volunteer Fire Department escorted the final ride for a fallen firefighter this afternoon. According to the department, Second Assistant Chief Randy North died in the line of duty. No further details were given. A procession proceeded from the fire station through downtown Cambridge earlier today. North worked for the Cambridge School District for many years. His funeral service is April 2nd at Cambridge High School.
Search teams in China are climbing mountains to find the black boxes from a Boeing 737 that crashed yesterday in southeastern China. 132 people were on board, and so far there are no survivors. It's China's first deadly plane crash in more than a decade. The U.S. Embassy in China is expressing its deepest condolences to those affected by yesterday's crash and will assist with the investigation. Officials in Taiwan are on alert after an earthquake shook the East Asian country. The epicenter registered south of Hualien City. The U.S. Geological Survey says it measured in at a magnitude 6.7. Taiwan's president said it did not cause any major incidents, but police and firefighters are monitoring the situation. At this hour, at least 18 tornadoes have been reported so far across the southern U.S. today.
More than 30 million people are facing a new threat of severe storms capable of spawning tornadoes looming over the southern United States following a deadly outbreak of tornadoes across 2 states yesterday. Cole Higgins has the latest.
Look at all the debris flying around. Tornadoes tearing paths of destruction across 2 states Monday, with at least 20 tornadoes reportedly touching down across Texas and Oklahoma.
And I came outside because I saw the rain, and I looked back towards the highway, and then I started seeing all the shingles come off the roof. And at that moment, I knew it was about to touch down.
The outbreak of violent storms turning deadly after a 73-year-old woman was killed when her home was destroyed in Grayson County, Texas. And the tornado that damaged a school while striking Jacksboro, Texas, has now been rated a powerful EF3 by the National Weather Service, packing destructive winds clocking in up to 150 miles per hour.
I've been in this district for 30 years, and this is the most catastrophic damage I've witnessed.
Now, a new significant line of severe storms is moving through the deep south Tuesday evening, with the threat of tornadoes and damaging winds looming over western Alabama, eastern Louisiana, and most of Mississippi. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey warning on Twitter, nighttime storms can be even more dangerous, so stay weather aware. I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
And take a look at this unbelievable video of a tornado crossing a Texas road last night and then hitting a red truck. So you'll see a truck blown over to its side, and then it spins, and then it's pushed right side up. And you know what? Just a second later, the driver just drives away.
Can you even imagine?
No, not for me. I was pretty lucky that that person got away.
Wow,
very lucky.
Like, punch it, let's go.
Very, very lucky.
Oh, things are so much calmer here.
Yes.
Thankfully.
It's breezy, but nothing like that. It's rainy outside, but again, nothing like that. Yeah. And that's still moving through the southeast right now. They still have very strong thunderstorms moving through. And in fact, tornado watch is in effect right now in the southeast. Not for us, of course. It's just cool outside and rainy. In fact, looking at our Doppler track over the last 3 hours, you can see the scattered showers just lifting into southern Wisconsin. It has been quite a rainy day for us, and it's going to stay rainy overnight. And as we look ahead to tomorrow, quick glance down to the southeast. This is all part of the same line. Further to the south right now, they do have tornado watches in Mississippi and Alabama. A very strong line moving through Alabama right now. Our rainfall today adding up to about 1/4 of an inch for most of southern Wisconsin. Heavier amounts to the west, closer to La Crosse, where they saw about 1.5 inches of accumulation. And we're still going to have more rain coming in. So the trend of staying quite soggy, that will stick with us through the work week. Temperatures mid to upper 40s. The cooler temps off to the west. This is what's going to build in as we look ahead to Thursday. Not quite there just yet. Still cloudy outside and soggy. Temps hold pretty steady overnight with that cloudy sky, only dropping to the low 40s for our overnight lows. Tomorrow, plan on scattered rain showers with high temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. The wraparound light rain coming through, likely going to change to and mix with some light snow for early Thursday morning. At that point, notice temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s, so not concerned about the sticking, but we will have some light snow swirling around early in the day on Thursday. That clears off to the east. We get a break Thursday night before possibly some more rain building in on Friday. Overall totals will be closer to 1.5 inches for us for southern Wisconsin, so still adding on about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch for most of the area, especially for the eastern half of the state. So that rain, again, pretty steady for us outside. Over the next few days, it does stay pretty rainy. That continues for the rest of the work week. Our temperature trend below average at this point. By the weekend, we'll see high temperatures only climbing to the upper 30s. This time of year, we should be a little closer to 50 degrees for afternoon highs. So it's cool for us for the next several days, at least for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, we'll dry up a little bit and get some sunshine back in the forecast. High temperatures tomorrow, mid to upper 40s, cloudy, chilly, and a little rainy for our Wednesday. So hopefully you keep the umbrella on hand or the rain jacket if that's what you prefer. Thursday will be close to 40 for afternoon high temperatures with a chance for some rain, possibly mixing with some light snow. Friday will be in the mid 40s with a little bit of sun possible early in the day, but a chance for some showers building in late heading into Saturday morning. Saturday will be sunny, but notice temperatures on the weekend in the upper 30s for afternoon highs. Overnight lows will drop down to the low 20s. So a cool trend expected for the start of next week. A little rain building back in by Tuesday and Wednesday. That pulls us back down to the 30s for afternoon highs. And it does look like the back half of next week dries up with some sun for Thursday and Friday, but still trending below average for the end of March with highs in the 40s and overnight lows staying below freezing.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers officially kicked off spring practice today. Why this year, it's all about ball security for Graham Mertz. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
PTI, I need the PDF, COB, AKA EOD. What's the ETA?
ASAP, FYI.
LMK. HBD Gordon. HBDY.
LOL, look at this GIF. It's GIF. FWIW.
ROTFL.
You see my IM?
TLDR.
What?
Too long. Didn't read.
Okay.
We don't need any more acronyms, but we could all use more ways to save.
BMX, YOLO!
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
SMH.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
Supply chain backlogs, inflation, agitation.
Here's an idea. If we make things here in America, supply chain issues won't be a thing anymore. That's exactly how we built the Bucks Arena, by having 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin. We did the same by paying higher wages. That's how you know, as your senator, I'll get things done. Raising people's wages, make things in America, finally stand up to China. I'm Alex Lazary, and I approve this message because it's time to put more money in the pockets of working people.
Sometimes life can get pretty busy in an active household. So that's why Menards makes things just a little bit easier for you. Start a door design and choose a style that's right for you and everything else you look for in a quality door. Mastercraft offers fast, free delivery on personalized doors to any Menards store. Use our door designer on Menards.com to get your door your way. Mastercraft Doors, 11% off at Menards.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
On April 3rd, Johnny Davis could join Frank Kaminsky as the only other Badger to be named the Naismith Player of the Year. Davis was named a finalist for the award today, but there's another date in April which might carry some more weight. April 24th is the early entry deadline for the NBA draft, and after his breakout sophomore season, Davis has been projected a top 10 pick. So he has a big decision to make: go pro or come back for his junior year.
Wearing that Wisconsin jersey means an awful lot to him, and whatever happens, you know, he's obviously got a future in this game, and I'll help him however I can and help guide him and his family through that. And if things work for him, I want what's best for him, and you know, if an opportunity is the best thing for him to do that, then he's got my full support.
The Patriot League Player of the Year is now a Badger. Marissa Mosley has added grad transfer Avery LaBarbera to her roster, and she was a 4-year starter at Holy Cross and averaged nearly a double-double last season. Bucks back home hosting the Bulls, and Brooke Lopez was back in the starting lineup, and his back looked pretty good. Second quarter, Lopez dials one up from deep to put the Deer up 26. They're still up big in the third. Drew Holiday crosses over, then makes a splash. Game high 27 from him. Bucks win by 28 points. Last season, in his second year as Wisconsin's QB1, Graham Mertz led the Badgers to 9 wins, including a Las Vegas Bowl victory over Arizona State. But it was an up-and-down 9 wins. Mertz completed nearly 60% of his passes and threw for 10 touchdowns. But he also had 11 interceptions and a handful of fumbles. So this spring, it's all about better ball security for UW's starting quarterback.
He's a talented thrower, you know, and he can throw every type of throw. And I think then you take a look at, okay, when you're missing, why are you missing? And, you know, in the end, you are talking about, you mentioned it in the question, the ball's in his hand. And, you know, one obvious area that we've got to improve upon is taking care of the football.
And Zadarius Smith is staying in the NFC North, but he's heading over to enemy territory. The former Packer has agreed on a 3-year deal with the Vikings, which means he'll face his old team twice a year. And you could say he's looking forward to playing the Pack.
A little bit. Like I said, I want to thank them. But, yeah, man, I can't wait, you know. That's one game that I'm looking forward to, man. But all is well, man. Like I said, they treated me nice, man. They treated me well. And like I said, big shout out to the GM there for bringing me in and believing in me as a player.
It's a little weird, guys. We'll be back after this.
It's Wow Wednesdays at Hy-Vee. This Wednesday, get pasta sauce for just 99 cents. Wow, you heard that right. Get Prego Italian sauce for just 99 cents. Wednesday only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Crispy fish with that spicy kick. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Everything seems to be more expensive these days. Everything costs more. Ron Johnson should be helping families like us, but he seems to have helped himself instead. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. He's doubled his wealth since taking office. It doesn't seem fair to me. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruberg Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruberg Law Offices. One call, that's all.
There are door dings aplenty, runaway carts that are empty, teenagers learning how to drive. So in life, the roads you uh-ohs, just say, better get Mako.
It's Wow Wednesdays at Hy-Vee. This Wednesday, get pasta sauce for just 99 cents. Wow, you heard that right. Get Prego Italian sauce for just 99 cents. Wednesday only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
It is still raining right now and plan on more rain coming through tomorrow, guys. Mostly cloudy and chilly for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday, Sunday still chilly, but at least we get the sun back and we'll stay below average for afternoon highs and overnight lows through next week.
It's like that Eurythmics song. Here comes the rain. Anyway, you know it, right? No. Okay.
Do something good, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.